here we are right now. Let's come together right now. Flow with, grow with, levitate with Tate. It's time to rewind, unwind, divine, tap in with the Oracle 8.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Levitate with Tate and the Oracle 8. So today we are going to be asking for guidance on the question, what is going on between you and your friend? Okay, so this is a timeless pick a card reading. And not everything's going to resonate with you, so make sure that if the pile you pick doesn't resonate, choose another one. I have made a tumbler of emotions that I can't wait to share with you. I have put over 400 different behaviors, feelings, or emotions in here. So I am going to be shaking it up and putting it on the table, and I will be choosing about 5 cards for each person, for each pile. So that will be something new I'm going to incorporate today, and I hope that will be okay. And I have been cleansing this space, asking for guidance. I think those are the 3 decks I'm going to use. Actually, I might use this one as well, with a Mother Mary. But I think I'm going to use a Gypsy Witch for sure. So yeah, thank you for tuning back in. I'm a little tired today, but I'm enjoying this slow morning. I have to get my daughter ready for the bus soon, but I've always been one to wake up early, so I'm trying to get my pile going here. And I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who's tuning in. Please turn on the subscribe button, like and share and comment. I'm having a giveaway right now that is a free tarot reading, and so for every 100 people that enter, I'm going to give away one of those until further notice. And so please do like, share, subscribe. There's not a limit to how many times you can enter. I already have a spreadsheet going. We're almost to that 100. So just keep liking and sharing, subscribing. And it's going to be one of the 20-minute reading, a personalized reading. I'll ask you a question. I'll send you a link and a video. And those are exactly the same kind that I sell in the description box down below. Anyways, let's get into so the first part is going to be me dumping out the 400 pieces of emotional behaviors I made yesterday. And we're going to be choosing 6 of them, because there are 3 piles and there are going to be 6 different energies we're checking in with, you and your friend. If it's a group of friends, then you can apply that, but I'm just going to be doing 2 energies. And sometimes energies intertwine, so sometimes you'll see energies on either side that can represent you or your friend. All right, so here's my tumbler of emotions. So give me one moment here. I'm going to back this camera. So here we go. Shaking it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it upside down and kind of... Okay, and those ones turned the wrong way, but... And I have wax and ink all over me, so I do apologize. Some of them are not going right. So please start thinking about your new friend. Get that energy, the energy that your friend makes you feel when you're around them or when you think about them. So we're going to be asking 3 piles here. And so I'll do the first pile of it. Probably 5 for each person, so I'm going to get 10 total, and then I'll get 10 for the next pile. there's all sorts of, I went through a list of just feelings, and then I came up with like a few behaviors or feel like that might be feeling oriented, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes our behaviors are strictly emotional, if that makes sense. And so I'm not going to use this all the time, but definitely with readings between people. And I'm going to close my eyes when I pick because I don't want to be picking one that's accidentally upright. And I don't think there's a single two that are the same. So if there is, we'll discover that and we'll get rid of that, but that would be a sign. Because there's so many of these. I kind of went overboard, I think. Maybe I'll use like half of them next time. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready for the first pile. I'm going to close my eyes. One. I think this is for the first person. I'm going to try to put them the same way. Okay, so that's for the first person. All right, now for the second person for the first pile. Second person. 2. Oh, that's the 2. Sorry, my alarm went off because I have alarms going off all sorts of times a day. Okay, so we need 3 more for pile 1. Angel spirits, guides. Okay, so we got pile 1 down. Go ahead and put, I got 5 for each for pile 1. All right, Oracle 8, please help me. I'm on to pile 2, asking the question, what is going on between me and my friend? We're gonna get 2 different energies. We're gonna get 5 cards each, so please help me pick out the best 5 cards to help describe the 2 energies and what's going on, okay? And you know, we can be ambiguous. A lot of us have different feelings about the situations all the time, and that's why we're here getting tarot readings, you know? And if you see any, you know, signs that pop up when we're doing this, that you could take that as a sign too. Well, I meant to do this in a separate section, so if I can figure out how to. Okay. Okay. All right. Second pile, I got 5. Now I'm going to choose 5 more for the next energy in pile 2. Turn around. Pile 2. Second person. How do they feel? Mix it up a little bit. Oops. Okay, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, right. Okay. All right, so we got the second pile. And then we're going to get the third pile here. Oops. third pile, first person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay. Let me clean this up and I'll put the piles together and we can choose the pile. Hello, everyone. And here are the piles. So I think this is where most of you want to start. If you actually want to like rewind and hear some of the intro and pick these emotion cards. These are emotion and behavior cards that I made emotion and behavior Tumbler with like over 400 different behaviors and emotions and feelings. And then I picked them out. And then you guys get to pick your pile. And I know that some of you like to pick with objects. I have 3 random objects that I just found, but I did want to give some people a chance to choose without the objects and just the emotion cards. So the people that were able to like stay with the picking of the emotion cards, this might help you here. I know my intuition just pulls me, so it doesn't really matter. But pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And to put objects, I'm going to put the first pile is going to be a key. I mean, they might have significance. Second object is a rock. And the third object is a mini screwdriver hex key. So a mini tool that I just had. But anyways, okay, so we have pile 1, the key, pile 2, the rock, and pile 3, the tool. All right. Okay, so today we're asking what is going on between me and my friend, okay, or your friend. So we'll go ahead, take a moment, breathe in, and breathe out, and go with your gut feeling and choosing a pile. The description box should have the timestamps. I did want to mention we have a giveaway because I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to have, this is where the intro starts, so if you want to rewind. Hello, pile 1. Those who chose pile 1 in the key, what's going on between you and your friend? So I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to start with the Gypsy Witch Fortune, and then we'll go ahead and reveal the motion cards. And then we'll see if we want to get some further guidance from the Light Seer or Mother Peace or another deck. But right now, let's ask the Gypsy Witch, Oracle 8, please help guide me with an answer in the Gypsy Witch. Please tell me when to stop shuffling and I can start pulling to get a guided answer. And if you haven't seen me do the Gypsy Witch, is what I do is I pull until I find one of you, and then we go until we find the other one and we see what's in between you, okay? So about 10 years ago, I started reading in a not so pleasant situation, but I started reading when I wasn't the healthiest mind. But I was really spiritual, and the whole time, you know, Spirit will always try to be there for you. So even when you're going through the worst times. Okay, I think this is, oh, last one. Okay, we're gonna go until I find you. So I guess I'll put it here, but we're not taking any of these cards until we find you or them. And I won't label them you or them, but I kind of will, and then you can go back and decipher whether it's your energy. And I do have the jokers in here because they do mean something to me. Okay, they each have a certain meaning. Okay, start there. All right, so there you are. So got some new beginnings, some change. It's good, good tidings already. So far, it's pretty good. It's beautiful. I might need to spark this out a little bit. And I'm gonna lay them down and then I'll zoom out. Move in the emotion phase right up here. And that way they can balance on who's this. So I'll know. Oh no, yes. Okay, oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, so this is you and your friend's energy here. Okay, so let's see here. So it looks like one of you has had significant change happen recently. Maybe even success or a competition of some sorts. It looks like there's enemies involved, but there was some sort of new beginnings and success that led to like good health and fortune and like the fulfillment of someone's highest hopes. Okay, and there could be some beauty behind it, but someone could have some sort of scorned energy underneath. The other person could be feeling put at a crossroads or almost like they have lost property, but like lost something, and they wanted to be able to celebrate, but they weren't able to fully let go of that jealousy, and they wanted to honor the other person gently and loyally, but underneath they were still having issues. And maybe and perhaps in some of you that person's the enemy, but I feel like there's another enemy involved, like a third person perhaps. But yeah, let's see the energy now for the key. So this is the first person's energy. Be fearless, maybe a little bit of agony, and they feel alone, maybe frightened, but also lucky. And the second person's energy here. It's a little pessimistic, and they're eager. Sometimes they can be unrealistic, and they get offended easily, and they can be flirty. Okay, now let's get some clarification from the light Seers tarot for pile 1. What is going on between you and your friend? Here. Angel Spirit guides. Pile 1, what is going on? Please give me a message that I can deliver. Pile 1, about what's going on with your friend and them. Okay, let's shuffle. One more time. Okay, what's going on? I feel like the devil. So temptation, maybe someone is tempted by something they shouldn't be. But then there's the sun. Okay. So definitely some feelings of being left out. I mean, there's some balance here. And so the devil and the sun really are like almost two different energies going on here. And I feel like we have one person who might be kind of, fearless in the situation. And then the other person gets really offended because they are the pessimistic one, okay? But the Two of Wands indicates that you guys have had these types of quarrels or these types of feelings between each other before. But there's a tendency to focus on the past, and the one person tends to focus on the future, like as far as fear goes, and thinks the other person is just lucky even though they don't really truly understand that the other person is under agony because the other person truly loves that one person. Okay, the other person is being, this person is being unrealistic. Sorry, I'm trying to blend them together. I should person A, person B. This is person A, person B, but the Two of Pentacles really signifies you need to look at it from a different angle, and, or the Two of Wands, and perhaps is there manipulative behavior? Is somebody acting in a harmful way towards one another? Because if one person shows up in this bright light and the other person is really dark and pulling and draining of the other person's energy, you need to take a realistic standpoint about what's going on in this relationship and see if you're being drained of your energy. You're not alone. I know it can feel like it sometimes. And the other person can make you feel wanted sometimes with their flirty energy. But they are truly unrealistic, and their pessimistic attitude and their offense towards your greatness and your success is an enemy. So they are the enemy right next to you, you know. So I think what you need to realize is that sometimes it's easier said than done, but people like this are better left alone to their own, you know, devices, because they're going to be doing this to whoever. And you are unlucky if you stay with people who drain you of that and prevent you feeling great about your success. You need to be able to celebrate it. Okay, I know this person tried to come about it gently, but realistically, if they're going to be draining you at all, then you need to cut ties with that it is a dead relationship, and you need to come to the crossroads and make the decision, is this a relationship you really want to keep? And if it's yes, then you need to communicate to the other person and tell them that you're not okay with how their energy is towards you, okay? And if you're not taking any offense to their energy, then I think it's probably a case where you need to start looking at how are they acting versus how are they saying, you know? When they're trying to celebrate you, do you see true celebration in their facial expressions? Because if you don't, then you need to look deeper. Awaken your psychic ability, okay? All right, Pile 1. So that's what I got between the two of you. And I appreciate you tuning in for the first time. I'm using this is my emotional tumbler full of emotions and behaviors. And I hope they aligned with you. And of course, if you don't find anything in this reading that aligns with you, maybe choose a different pile. We still have the rock and the tool to go over, but I appreciate you tuning in. And if you please go ahead and like, share, subscribe. And I'm doing a giveaway for every 100, you know, likes, share, subscribes, comments, whatever you do on YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to be giving away one of my readings for free. It's a 20-minute personalized reading, and you get to ask whatever question you want, and I'll video it just like I do when I sell them, and we'll go ahead and send you a link too so you can access it at any time. So I appreciate you tuning in, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile 2, and you have a wonderful day. Hello everyone who chose pile 2. We are going to be asking the Gypsy Witch. Whoop. Oh, I thought this was good. We're going to ask the Gypsy Witch to give us a breakdown before we go into the emotional cards that are sitting up there on the other tarot cards. So this is for the pile that chose the rock. Second pile, what is going on between you and your friend? Oracle 8, spirits, please guides in as few as cards as possible, or as many as needed to get the point across, right? Don't want the whole deck. Sometimes that can be confusing, but enough to know what's going on is nice, right? I feel like there's a lot going on in this pile because I just tried to record it and it was like every single card came out between the two of me. So trying to get a clearer answer here. But maybe that's an indication of something, and we'll see. We'll get into the emotional cards here. For pile 2, what is going on between their friend and them? And so the energies might intermingle. You might see your energy over there or their energy over there, but you take what resonates, you apply it to your life. Make sure that, you know, you're not putting something in your life that doesn't even go there. Okay. Because, you know, it's like I don't listen to love readings because I don't have a love of me. I love myself so much. Okay. All right, let's see. I mean, not that I don't have people contacting me and trying to snag me up. I'm sugar baby. Okay. Let's get these cards. Okay, one more. Ooh. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to start pulling the cards until I get you here. Here? Okay. So let's hope. This is a lot. Okay, thank you very much clearer. Okay, these cards. Okay. All right, so what I'm getting is that you guys have had it was a strong, very strong relationship, okay? But there have been some recent things, and I think that throughout the relationship, there have been some fulfilling times, okay? And times celebrated. You know, you have some great memories, okay? Some warm, good memories, okay? And I believe that there has been some changes in one or both of your lives that have really shaken things up and have gotten to the point where you are now realizing things, about how you can trust each other. And I think you're both starting to question whether or not you can trust each other. I think one of you may or may not have lost a commitment, such as a divorce recently, but you've gotten some sort of disappointment in love, and it's been really heartbreaking, and this loss has really made you crumble, and maybe perhaps the lack of support from the other person during this time has questioned how strong the friendship is. I believe that, like, you thought this friendship would go beyond sickness and health, or like, and everything. And I think that now you're starting to question some of the behaviors as maybe things that enemies would do and not friends, okay? I think that, you know, let me get the emotional cards real quick. So this is for the rock. I'm going to decide. Okay, so this one's for this one. I think that's right. Oh, I don't know how many I got. Okay, I'm supposed to get 5. Okay, so affectionate, crushed. I kind of said that, triggered. Okay. Unspecial. Okay, I get it. Easy going. Okay. All right, and then for this, I'm sorry, my cat, she needs attention. This side, we got annoyed, foolish, happy, appreciation, and curious. Okay, so if these are like, you know, happy and foolish and annoyed and curious, I feel like the other person doesn't know what is going on between the two of you. I feel like one person has felt really crushed by something and then felt further crushed because they felt triggered by the first loss, and when this friend didn't seem to be able to mend it for them, or wasn't there the way they expected them to be, it created, you know, another sense of loss. Okay. And I feel like now this one friend feels like a total lack, even in themselves, because they don't believe that they even know who a good person is anymore. You know, they're a very affectionate person, they're easygoing, but they're feeling very unspecial because no one is treating them the way that they deserve. And this other person who's generally happy, they thought that the relationship was going well, feels foolish and annoyed and perhaps curious as to what's going on. Okay, they feel like they deserve appreciation, they've been a good friend. So let's get some tarot cards here. I'm going to do the Light Seers Tarot. Alright, Oracle 8. Please give me guidance on what's going on between you and your friend. Please. What is going on between you and your friend? Please give me some clarification here. Shuffle like it usually does. This is usually my favorite deck to shuffle. I don't know what's going on. There we go. I feel like this relationship has a lot has happened in this relationship, and that's what complicates it, is because I got the Knight of Wands. You know, and the Knight of Wands kind of signifies this great energy, but it's like this moving forward without thinking, kind of like, I'm going to do whatever I want because it's mine, you know. It's a great energy. He has, you know, he has the drive to overcome any obstacle. You know, he has fire and strength. Look at all this fire here, okay? He's confident, creative. And the Five of Swords, you know, like I was saying, can indicate a lot of conflict between two people based on a lack of communication. Okay, for some reason this reminds me of when we go and we play telephone and we expect someone to hear us out, but they don't even hear the original message. Maybe you haven't even communicated to them, okay? There's arguments and defeat. Someone's walking away. There's a lot going on, and it seems like there might even be, you know, mental abuse going on here, okay? So we got to learn to work within the limitations of the situation, okay? And if things aren't working out the way we've hoped for, we've got to accept reality for the situation. I mean, be honest about how you feel when you want things to end peacefully, okay? You can't go around allowing these people to pretend you're a friend when they're not. There's greater new possibilities out here. This is what the Three of Wands signifies, the new beginnings, a limitless potential. Like, she's open to the whole water. She has the whole water ahead of her, and she can do it whatever she wants. It says here you are, you know, you have the potential. You're a very affectionate person, and stop being triggered by this person, okay? If you don't feel appreciated, or you were made to feel foolish or anything like that, okay? And I think that the loss, sometimes what really happens, and it sucks, but I've had it happen to me many times, when you lose one really important person in your life, you start to realize what the issues were with that person. And you realize that, oh my gosh, this other person that is really important in my life has these same issues, okay? And you don't want to put up with those anymore, because that's how you got in the situation that you were in, right? If you didn't allow people with those types of behaviors into your life, then you would be in the situation that you are. And that's when you start cutting people out based on your past experiences. Like, I've experienced someone who's like this, okay? All right, you have all the potential within you, okay? You are a limitless being, and don't let anyone else bring you down, okay? That strong relationship, yes, it sucks, but it will always be there. You can always love somebody that you can't have in your life, okay? Because maybe someone passed away recently, I feel like, for a lot of you, or you got a divorce, but you went through something big that you're grieving about, and this other relationship is something strong that you thought you could rely on, and it turns out you can't. They don't even care. They're very just annoyed that you would think that, actually, and so I think what needs to happen is you need to step back and reassess the situation. I mean, you've climbed mountains, okay? And you need to determine if this person's going to change, okay? Look at this. You have good tidings and good health coming your way. No doubt, okay? If you turn course and head in the direction to making sure that you're respected, laying down boundaries, and if people do not respect those boundaries are there to tell people, hey, I care about you, and in order for us to make sure that we can continue to care about each other in a positive relationship, you need to respect this, because I don't allow that in my life. You know what I'm saying? And some people think it's a joke, but then when you bring down the hammer and you're like, well, you don't listen to my boundary, you guess can't be my life, then they're shocked. And man, I hope they listen to that, and they'll listen to the next person that lays down a boundary, that's for sure. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry. That was a long one, and I appreciate you testing out my new emotional Tubbler. I hope that those emotions and behaviors resonated with you. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I am entering everyone who likes and comments into the comment box, into the giveaway, and every 101 of those that I get, I put them into a spreadsheet, and I'm able to download that into a pick a number and choose a winner. So there's somebody has 6 in there right now. So yeah, go ahead and do that, and I really appreciate everyone who tuned in and tapped on to tune into the Oracle 8 and everybody else's spirit guides and those who chose the rock. I hope this resonated. If it didn't, check out another pile or another reading, and I will see you next time. Hello, everyone who chose pile 3. Let me put this pile in. The pile 3 is the Tool. All right, what is going on between you and your friend? Let's put our energies into it. So first I'm going to ask the Gypsy Witch. Fortune, what is going on? Everything's just flying out. Okay. What is going on for pile 3 with the Tool between them and their friend right now? So we're going to do the Gypsy Witch, and I'm going to pull the emotion cards that we chose, and then probably maybe some tarot cards for clarification. All right, Gypsy Witch, please let me know what you need from me, please. All right. Tell me. Here we go. I'm just going to keep pulling them until I find... Oh, look at it. I found it right away. I'll let me do that. Hopefully I don't need the whole card. I'm going to put this over here until we get the Gypsy reading. And let's see what's up here. Come here, kitty. Okay. Oh, success. That's good. Success. Maybe someone's successful. Successful love. Okay, let me get the whole reading first. What's going on between you and your friend? pull back a little bit. Really. Keep pulling the cards. There you are. Good. I was hoping it was going to be too long. I'm just going to push him up and up here. Okay. So I think that there's a really strong friendship here. I mean, you know in your intuition that you guys are like soully connected almost. There seems to have been a very big assault. I don't know what's going on, but maybe in one of your lives there was a big, tower moment, like someone died, I think, and it really shook up their house life and their suspicion, and they haven't been able to balance out, their dark side yet. So I think that the friendship is a strong, successful one, and it has the potential to be a lifelong, rich, fulfilling, partnership or friendship. There's deep love and success and caring and flattery. And I believe there's going to be abundance in this relationship. And I think that this partnership is something that needs to be honored, because there's not many friendships like that out there. There really isn't. And so your spirit guides came to me specifically to give you this message, because a lot of the times when we're seeking out a friendship group, we tend to want answers, and maybe your answer they're looking for is more of what's going on as far as their dark side. So let me get the emotional cards here. Okay, so I kind of feel like they all go together for some reason. Like humiliated. I'm going to put them here. A little bit. Helpless. Unaware. Unstoppable. And these are strong words that are coming through. Okay, I should probably be reading them all to you. Okay. I think that whatever happened to the one friend came out of the blue, and I think that it was something that made them feel helpless, and maybe even they didn't know what to do because it felt unstoppable. They're still very unhealed from this. They definitely cherish you as the friend, but that right now they're done with anything that makes them feel humiliated, and for some reason a lot of things make them feel like they are wrong for experiencing anything merry or bright. They feel like they need to be in the dark to be respectful of some loss that they have. And they're just, they feel safe with you, they feel cherished with you, and they know that you'll be there through them. But right now, they don't know what to do. The flattery is just, I think what you need to do is just be there for them. You guys are significantly tied. Like you have an intuition, you almost are telepathically connected somehow, okay? But this rocked the core, and they had no suspicion of it coming, okay? You have a beautiful, healthy friendship that is rare, and I'm certain that you're worried about your friend, because it seems like they're having a hard time right now. So let me get some tarot cards and see what I can get further clarification for the tool. We're going to use the Light Seers tarot. Maybe how can you, you know, make it so that your friend doesn't feel so guilty about being joyful right now. They need to, you know, just like Eeyore, you need to just let them be, invite them. If they don't want to come, don't take it personally, you know, but don't stop. You know, no one left Eeyore out. You know, he was always going. Okay. Please give me a few tarot and let me get an idea of what's going on here between this friend. One more. Okay. So we have the King of Cups. So there is lots of love, lots of intuition. You know, he is a very positive symbol. Oh, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles. So the King of Cups really indicates that you're going to have to lead now. You don't need to be pushy, but just lead by your love, by being there with, surrounding your friend with love, okay? You know, you might have to give out advice and just be cool and calm and collected. And there's no need to gossip at all, because that won't help your friend. But if your friend seeks advice, you know, you need to give it. The King of Cups maybe thinks that you should actively look for something you guys can do that doesn't seem too merry, but is something that you can be together, you know, and try to uplift your friend's spirit. So the Eight of Cups is kind of a decision to move from a friendship that no longer serves your needs. But I don't feel like that's how it is. I just think that you need to make sure that you prioritize your own well-being by letting go of maybe the need to feel like you have to pull any weight, okay? I really think this friendship is strong enough that even if you just distance yourself while this person is grieving, it's gonna be fine. You need to remove that fear of, you know, the past, or clinging to the past, or fear of being alone. And I think that maybe you have had to grieve this unexpected suspicion. And I really don't think it's anything compared to how deeply the love between you and your friend have, okay? So it looks like you might hold on too tight, that you need to just let things be for a while. So this card really indicates, you know, that even though you might feel that the relationship is stagnating or changing, okay, just sometimes the relationship just needs stillness. There doesn't need to be arguments or gossip, and you don't really need to make things happen. You can just let them be, and it could be a time to just have some deep conversations, just discover something new about them, so that you could deepen friendships in a way that you haven't before, okay? You might share some interests you never knew about, okay? And this might help this person in a way that you didn't know, okay? But I don't think you need to push forward anything. You just need to be there for them. You don't need to change them. You don't need to stop them from feeling this way. They're going to move through these feelings on their own time. There's no way to force someone to grieve in a particular way or understand a situation in a way. Some people will never make sense of certain situations. Some people literally sweep it underneath the rug. Other people, they think about it all the time but never reach a conclusion because they're just so indecisive on how could somebody do this to me, right? And I think there is a long voyage ahead of you, and you guys are not like false to each other. You're real people. You honor each other, and things happen in life, okay? Things happen in life that we cannot stop. So there's no reason to feel helpless, but if your friend feels helpless, I want you to know that they do feel safe in your presence now. So just being there for them is, they appreciate that. Okay, so I think this is a great friendship, one that deserves honor. It's love, it's successful. Okay, and you have had a really happy time, but just use your intuition, be guided by just being there and loving them and helping them through anything that they need healing. All right, so that's all I have for you, pile 3. I appreciate you testing out my emotion and behavior Tubbler, which is this. See, it has all of those bad balls in there. I hope it works. So far, I think it's doing great. All right, so anyway, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I have a giveaway going, so for every 100, I'm going to be giving away 1 free of my personalized readings. I'll be asking you a question, and then I'll record it and send you a link so that you have access to it whenever you want. It's 20 minutes, personalized reading, just like the ones I sell, down in the description link below. And don't forget to hit subscribe. I'll see you next time.